All right, with that, let's get you more breaking updates now coming in. The ABC has suspended Jimmy Kimmel's late night show indefinitely over his remarks about Charlie Kirk's death. ABC has in fact pulled late night host Jimmy Kimmel off the air indefinitely over the comments that he had made about the shooting of the right-wing influencer Charlie Kirk. So now a spokesperson for Disney-owned network has now said in their statement that Jimmy Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely because of the popular sentiment around the anger that people have against the comments that he made. In fact, in the Monday night monologue, Jimmy Kimmel had said that the MAGA gang was trying to score political points off the killing of Charlie Kirk. So there's been a lot of anger, and now the show has been pulled. In fact, in more breaking updates now coming in, after ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel's show, the US President Donald Trump has now reacted to the show and has called the suspension great news for America. He says that the Jimmy Kimmel show was a zero-talent show, and he called Jimmy Kimmel himself a zero-talent host, taking a jibe not just at him but also other popular hosts, including Colbert and Seth Meyers, saying, "Do it, NBC," urging the network to take action, and saying that Jimmy Kimmel's ratings were even worse than Colbert. So Trump now asking for further action, going on to say this is great news for America. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel show is cancelled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel has zero talent and worse ratings than even Colbert, if that's possible. And then he goes on to call them total losers. Fake news NBC, saying their ratings are horrible. So this is a reaction coming in from the US President Donald Trump. Senior consulting editor Srinjoy Chaudhary joins us on the broadcast with the details. And Srinjoy, there has been a lot of anger because there are many people who have been publicly making statements that are seen to be supporting or not condemning the shooting of Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel, popular host, his show now being pulled. The President Trump has, of course, welcomed it. Take us through what's happening in the United States and why this is important, because there has been a lot of anger in the United States over the statements, the reactions that are coming in from many celebrities on Charlie Kirk's killing.
America is really a 50-50 country. So if President Trump has liked the fact that Jimmy Kimmel's show has been sandbagged, half of America will definitely go with him. But there's the other half, and the other half has completely different views about it. So, and these views are almost antagonistic because these two sides don't agree with anything. So at this point, naturally, there are protests that the show has been closed down, the fact that people are unhappy about it. So naturally, there are posters, there will be people outside protesting, there will be slogans. All of that is now happening. The important point is America, regardless of anything, has enormous freedom of speech laws, and it's a constitutional right. So how that plays out remains to be seen. But it must be said that America, being what it is, has divided a country as it is now. There are people who are going to be delighted that the show is off air. And there are another half of the, another lot of people, perhaps half of the country, who will say that, look, this is an outrage. So America really is so divided, and Kimmel, again, is an example of that.
Okay, all right. But Srinjoy, there have been many celebrities, many public personalities who have made such statements against the killing of Charlie Kirk. And the reasoning that has been given as well for the cancelling of the show as well is that you may have your political differences, but it's not right to give such justification and to make such statements about a person's killing. And that's the reason why there's so much anger, isn't it? There have been multiple people who have made such statements, but there is one sentiment that echoes across the country, and that is that violence cannot be accepted. And if there are public personalities who are making these statements, justifying it, even if they have their political differences, it's not acceptable.
See, murder is not right. Under any circumstances, the killing of a young man, whatever his views, the fact that he leaves behind a family, 2 little children, is not right. And the murder is definitely one of the most reprehensible things. Now, the point is, there are differences of opinion about his views. What his political positions are, have divided the country. That is fine. Everyone has a right to have a view on his political positions.
Just as you mentioned, there is a clear divide within the United States regarding the same.